Doing the border.
You're putting me in a position. I'm not touching on this for the in the middle.
Okay,
years.
blink once for yes, blink twice for.
So for the rest of the podcast, I'm not blinking.
What's so funny about that?
And women.
What's so funny about that?
And women submit to your husband.
Ah.
As,
I was diving deep in this topic. Yeah, I was just watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Realized doing a lot of things wrong.
8 months in, we're realizing this.
8 months. No way.
I'm recording already.
Did you?
Wait, you already start recording?
That was not from Marshalls.
Huh?
That's not from Marshalls.
Marshalls.
That's not from Marshalls.
You know what? Actually,
that's Gap Kids. I've seen that shirt.
I have done that before.
That's Toys R Us. I know where that shirt comes from.
I've done that before. We actually bought it from the kids sections.
That shirt. It looks, it's crazy though. It looks like it's from your childhood, but your size. So
it's literally it like fits perfectly. It has a jersey vibe, so I'm expecting it to be like baggy, but it just fits so well.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like it.
That's good. I actually like that shirt. I like it better than your drug pin.
Dude, the drug
flowery
pin
shirt.
I love that one.
I was sick in different ways. All right. I have things I have to address.
Oh boy. I've been waiting for this moment this entire time. Let me jump ahead of it.
I don't know if you
guys,
have intro.
I want to thank you for my time on this podcast. It's coming to an end. I want to say thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, my dog's replacing you.
I'm gonna be more entertaining.
How you feel? Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
No, I have beef. Our past selves. We've been doing a lot of things wrong.
Damn, we beefing with ourselves?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of editing.
How'd you learn this?
I've been doing a lot of editing.
Okay.
And I do rewatch a lot of our stuff. And there's a couple of things.
All right.
Like more money to get better equipment.
We're seeing the value.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that we need to fix.
Okay. I'm here to listen.
I'm taking over the intro, but I'm sorry, this had to be addressed.
All right, that's okay.
Okay.
We're making improvements. I want to hear what you have to say.
We both have to be more prepared with what we're learning.
I'm always prepared.
There's a lot of there's a lot of us. There's a lot of thinking.
Not a script,
and there's
man.
like someone who's freestyling that they just learned it 30 minutes before we get here.
Script, bro. We off the cuff.
So yeah, that's a problem.
Okay. I'm listening to you.
All right.
You're wrong, but I'm listening. Continue.
Second problem. And we're gonna address it. And I'm sorry for the people who are listening to this that find this annoying. But today I'm gonna address it. There will be no more likes from here going on.
Except on the videos themselves. Feel free to leave a like.
No. Oh, I guess yeah. That's not bad. No more likes unless you're doing a simile. A simile, George, is when you compare two things.
Once I learn what a simile is, there will be no more likes.
So here's what's gonna happen. Whenever I talk, whenever you talk, we both do it. One does it way more than the other person.
Like who would do that more?
We'll throw it up in the air. If you say like, I will call out like.
Okay.
I'm like I'm gonna call you out, and I need you to do the same thing for me.
How about hear me out on this and like this could be.
So this episode's gonna be really annoying.
Okay, hold on. We don't want to turn people away. All right.
Okay.
Hear me out.
All right.
We have a like jar in the middle that the camera sees, and every time we say like, we gotta put $1 in there to go towards our new equipment.
I have to get a bunch of ones now.
You go like, yeah, you go to the strip club? No, filming a podcast.
All right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call it out still because not saying anything, you're never gonna like fully see what you're doing.
Okay.
But I'm fine with that. Also, I'm gonna have a like counter when I edit these videos.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And we'll see how much money that we owe after every episode.
I'm gonna be pretty conscious, and I'll be pretty good for the first like 20 minutes of the podcast. No. The second that I forget,
yeah.
I'm gonna be like.
But when you get, let's say, the bank account we'll be putting money into it.
Instead of a counter, have it be like a bank account with like dollar values going up.
I'll put George investment, Justin investment. So we see how much likes.
You're gonna be so hurt. I promise you, it's gonna be you more now that I'm being aware of
It's
what's being
interesting
said.
because
Yeah,
if you rewatch any of the old episodes,
I know. Trust me, I just watched the last one.
so that's pretty much things that we're gonna adjust today.
All right.
So let me count it down.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Learn things that you want to learn.
I got a fun fact for you.
Hope you learned something from that. I hope you not. So
I'm an idiot. If you have any questions, don't ask us.
welcome to the Idiots to Experts podcast. I'm your co-host Justin,
And I'm your co-host George.
and every week we try to cure our ignorance by learning as much as sharing it with you guys.
Trying not to say the word like as much.
That's very true. This week, because I've been watching and editing, my topic is understanding how to do really good or record really good audio.
My topic is going to be a book that I'm catching up on called 101 Questions Before Getting It.
Oh, 101.
Dropping some hints there. Some 101 Dalmatians in the mix.
How many?
Are there dogs in the future?
Wait, did you finish all 101 questions?
So I have some ideas about the book. So I'll talk about it if I actually read the book
Oh,
during my segment. And we'll get into it now. But I also do want to start another segment.
oh.
This is called... Wait, can you go to my slide? So I can actually...
Wait, this should be intro.
Intro?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk about the 101 questions before getting engaged. I'm also going to start a new segment that off saying like some basic world news. That if we want to be less ignorant, I think we should at least know the basic things happening around.
That's fair. I think we should start, like, whether it's an interesting fact or it's news, start that in the beginning.
Oh, before we count down?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Well, this segment is called... Wait. Oh, dang it. I screwed it up, dude. Oh, no.
This is the first time doing this.
First time
segment.
doing-
You screwed up. You didn't spell it right? What's
Huh?
happening?
No. I read the outro, and I was like, wait, I didn't do this. Welcome to
Hey, we're learning. We're trying to get better.
Rapid Updates in case you live under a rock. The name is still in the works.
Okay.
All right. First things first. I think this is kind of funny, but I can't touch on it too much. But you hear about like everything that's going on with the border
Of
the United States of America.
the wall's getting higher?
So there's no wall.
There actually is a wall.
Well, there's walls sections across the entire thing. Regardless,
Okay.
Texas is like doing a whole bunch of stuff that is pissing off the federal government, and they're like putting barricades and barbed wire and like certain things are across the border.
Okay.
And a bunch of U.S. states are like backing them up, and they're like, "Yeah, we're on your side." They're like they're like National Guards help like secure those areas.
Like,
Hit it.
Yeah.
I caught it.
yeah, that's pretty good. Add that one to the counter.
That's fine. I'm gonna catch you. Just wait. Second, we have the Detroit.
Hey, what's your thoughts?
Huh? Oh, I can't say my shit. I don't want to hear. I don't want to give opinions. I don't want to sway people one way or another.
No.
Nope. Not.
Why don't you tell them?
Not falling for
Hey,
it.
Kobe Covington would be really mad at you.
That's fine.
You don't want to
Kobe
upset your
Bryant would
idol.
be proud of me.
You don't want to upset your idol, dude. What's your thoughts of them sending?
Not sharing thoughts. This is just to educate the people. That's all.
Just a quick thought.
It's
Agree,
happening.
disagree.
My thought is it's happening, and we should all be aware.
Agree or disagree?
Second,
Yay or nay?
huh? About what?
About them sending and replacing or doing their own due diligence of doing the border.
You're putting me in a position. I'm not touching on this for in a million
Okay,
years.
blink once for yes, blink twice for
So for the rest of the podcast, I'm not blinking. Welcome to the Not Blinking podcast. But two, Detroit blew a nasty lead.
Ooh, that was a weird sentence to start off,
Really?
dude. I didn't know where that was going.
All right. Let me be more specific. The
Okay.
Detroit Lions
Okay, there we go.
screwed up a lead going into the second half against the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh.
And we're going to have the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl on February 11th.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for? This one I can talk comment on.
Why? No. Don't sway the audience. If you can't do one of them, you got to
Can't do that.
remain
All right.
common amongst all.
I will stay impartial. Let us know in the comments down below who you're rooting for in the Super Bowl. Better?
Yeah, that's not bad. Who are you rooting for?
Huh?
Who are you rooting for?
Did you just not?
Who are you rooting for?
I have to be conscious of not saying like and not
Yeah.
get trolled.
Who are you rooting for?
I can't see the Chiefs.
The Kansas
I'm a
City Chiefs?
Mahomes, bro. Mahomes a
Mahomes?
beast.
Okay, what do you feel about Texas going in and doing their own?
I haven't blinked yet, have I? Still going strong, baby.
Okay. All right, nice.
This one's kind of messed up.
All right, what's this one?
So when I was looking up this segment, everything was like politics related. I'm trying not to have it be government related. So,
Why?
Just because I think it's boring to talk about politics 24/7. I can make it.
I think the audience would love to hear about your politics.
I think the audience would love to hear about my politics. If you want to hear about my politics, have an individual conversation with me. One-on-one.
You know what? Wait, I think it'd be a great segment. Really share your thoughts to see if anyone agrees or disagrees.
Yeah, that segment's going to be called "Getting Fired." Like that's.
No, here's the problem, George. If you're afraid of people canceling for your political views, that's the problem of society in the first place. Let's get deep.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay? You can't cancel someone just because you disagree with their viewpoint.
Okay. When society starts paying me to live, then I will worry about, or I will not worry about getting canceled. For the moment, I'm gonna worry about getting canceled.
All right.
The last one, so I'm trying to keep everything non-political as possible. The first one was just like it's stuff that's happening that's in our country that we should be aware of. Last one is this one is really weird,
What?
but AI create or someone in AI who has an AI system create
Alan?
deep fake. Generous?
Everson?
Oh, good guy.
Keep
Created deep fakes of nudes of Taylor Swift,
Okay.
and it's like a huge controversy.
Where is it?
Huh?
Just kidding. No, just for
www.
education. For education.
No, but it's messed up that like AI.
I feel like they've been doing that though.
Have they?
That's like
I don't know.
not
so
a new thing.
Now they're talking about.
they do AI for everything. It's not even just
true.
news. They did AI voice to mimic a parent's voice or a kid's voice and say, "Hey, we have your child. Pay us 50 grand or whatever." That made the news like a while ago.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, now they're creating images of Taylor Swift, and it's like becoming a whole controversy that they're trying to figure out some like federal regulations to like how do you manage AI.
Now they're doing it.
That's what I'm
because of
saying.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor changing the game.
God.
On Swift.
You ever see AI Tom Cruise on
Huh?
TikTok?
No.
He's
Oh,
literally because he uses AI software, and he does it the voice also.
I've seen AI. You ever see the ones where it's like a dude playing Call of Duty, and he'll just do AI for like each president's voice?
No,
Dude,
each
those are
president.
so like he'll have Trump, Biden.
You
and
sure he's not
Obama.
just doing his own voice impersonation?
No. This is AI generated,
Oh, okay.
and he has all three of them playing Call of Duty in a lobby together, and like the voice, like people have taken this and like have done some hilarious stuff with it.
That sounds pretty.
That's
funny,
pretty lit.
actually. Hmm.
But that's my
News for the week.
rapid updates. If you live under a rock, update.
It's a underwork. We're gonna come up with a name for George's news, but
if you have any suggestions
I think you're gonna have to share your thoughts.
on the topics,
certain
I
topics?
just want to educate the people. You know,
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to figure out fan engagement.
it keeps the people going.
No, you have to tell them your views. Then it gets to be
Leave in the comment down below what you think my views are.
very red.
Oh no, I'm purple. I've always been purple. So going into my topic,
Hmm.
I thought this would be a fun conversation to have, just because one, you're already engaged.
I'm there.
I will get engaged.
Oh, Will.
I will get engaged.
But I thought in the previous episode you said you were never.
That was like
gonna
9
get
months
married?
ago, and my girlfriend likes to make sure that I'm reminded of that clip. So as you're watching this,
Love you.
love you. If you don't have a ring on your finger by now, ooh, sorry, my bad. We're getting it. It's in the works, I
Yeah,
promise.
you'll be engaged by the time this comes out. Don't worry
I
about it.
hope so. But I bought a book called 101 Questions Before Getting Engaged. And because you're already engaged and because you want to get engaged, I feel like it's a good conversation for me and you to have. One of the things that I want to preface is that I don't want it to become about our relationships. I want it to be general knowledge, just thoughts.
Not our relationship, our own subjective relationship, or not subjective, our own personal relationship.
Our own personal relationship that you and I.
Because I thought I was like, maybe we could spin it and let's ask each other these questions.
I'm down. If me and you were getting engaged, would we work out? Would we work out?
I don't think so.
But he raises 101 questions. A lot of them, I'll preface with, some of it's kind of trolly, some of it's really good. I think that if you are planning to get engaged, you should read this book just because it covers you on some basis that if you haven't asked your partner these questions, I think are very
okay.
Now, one of the things that he prefaces, and this is how he like gets into the book, and I'm like, geez, if I was like,
you're gonna get in fights.
No,
is that how he prefaces it?
If I was on the fence about like getting engaged, he like makes you not want to.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he's very much.
Is he married?
Huh? Probably.
That'd be funny. He's like, nope, single.
Divorced, actually. One of the things that I like is that he goes in with like, listen, this is not a book on how to have a successful marriage. This is not a book about. This is if you're planning on getting married, this is a bare minimum of things before you get.
Okay.
He's like, what's?
Ooh.
Did I say like?
Keep going. Don't worry
about it. One of the things that he says is, if you're not 100%, then don't. What's worse than getting married to somebody? What's worse than getting engaged is getting engaged and then having second.
Okay.
If you're
it's
not
interesting. How often do you think people are not 100%?
I think they realize that
and go
they're
into
not 100%
engagement
when they're already married. And that's what he's trying to get you to stop from. He's like, if you're having second thoughts, you're better off ending it and hurting someone's feelings than committing yourself to a life with someone that you're not sure.
No, but I feel like most of the time when people engage or propose, they do believe that they're 100%.
Well, these questions are supposed to get you there.
And then there's no one ever going like, I'm like 80% in, but I'll do it.
I think some people are.
That's I think there's always outliers, right? But for the most part, people think this is just going to be the most successful and the happiest thing they do. And then they meet like a bump in the road or friction and they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
But you think that like if someone plans to spend the rest of their life with someone, that you would have addressed some of the bumps that you could potentially come across the road.
Yeah.
So that's there's some good questions in here. There's a lot of bad questions in there.
Okay.
Some of the questions that I avoided, but we're not gonna. I made up 10. We'll see if we can get through 3 without going over like 40 minutes.
Okay. Did it cause any fights?
Huh? I haven't gone through it yet. So the nice thing about this book and what I actually like about it is it's what I like about it. No, you don't get to count that one.
Hey, edit. No, edit.
Is that you made me lose my train of thought.
That's so good.
I'm so mad.
I know I wanted to make that joke, but I knew it was gonna throw you off.
I got it. I'm back on. But then
Okay.
The cool thing about the book is that it's like a journal type thing.
Okay.
Where it asks you the question, he guides you through the question, and you kind of write out your response and kind of just think about it, and he guides you through it.
Okay.
I like about it.
I know.
But as you like do these things, it's a really cool habit of just like, damn it.
I'm gonna get in here. Like again, I'm sorry for the people who are listening to this, but we need to address it. We have to, or it's not gonna get any better.
He forces you in an uncomfortable situation where you have to.
Did he have space where you?
Yeah. It's literally a question, an empty page.
But then you and your partner are writing your answers, no?
What ideally, I think the best way to do it is for you to do it.
Okay.
Give it to your partner.
But your answers are in there.
Well, maybe don't write it in the book. Maybe just don't write it in the book.
Okay. Right? Separate piece of paper.
Give it to your partner.
So there's no point in actually providing that space.
Probably not if you're gonna give it. Maybe buy 2 copies. Maybe
Oh, there we
genius plan.
Oh,
Genius.
He did it for marketing.
Dude, the guy's a genius. So you do it.
Okay.
I think that then you give it to your partner, have them go through the questions, and I think at the end of it, you come together with like maybe your like 10 or 20 like most important.
Oh,
questions.
you don't go both of them through
Dude, if you're going
101.
through 101 questions, no,
Maybe you should get married.
I'd be like, listen, I love you, but we ain't never gonna get married tonight. Especially since these are some pretty deep questions.
Okay.
I think he starts off hot, which I was like, okay, I'm ready to get into
Did you show a
this.
picture of himself?
Huh? It's an AI deepfake. Starts off hot.
It's the reverse of what's happening. It's Taylor Swift's face on his body.
I was just putting more clothes on, like he's in an Eskimo suit. But it starts off hot and goes into.
When you say hot, you mean like deep.
I think it would be
What
a
does hot
controversial
mean?
thing if you're not on the same page about it. So the first thing he goes into is, how do you feel about prenups, and do you want a prenup? So I actually am very curious about your thoughts.
It depends on how much money I'm making.
That's literally my response. No, that was my response.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Was it?
And for me, it is.
Okay.
I know it's not for you because you're red leaning, but
What does a prenup have to do with the red leaning, bro? It's protecting your money.
but whoa, Kobe, relax.
I dunked on y'all.
No, not that Kobe. Kobe.
Oh, got it. My bad.
No, I think money. For me, marriage is a very sacred thing,
Okay.
and that our money is shared together. And I don't see a situation where we would divorce. Maybe the rarest situations,
Right.
But even then, it's like I'm gonna
We've
start
already
my own
built
life.
life together.
Yeah.
It's split it 50-50. Let's go separate ways. Be done with it. I think in most situations, I'm getting so angry because I'm so conscious of it now. I think in most situations, I would agree with you that
What's the situation you don't agree with me?
where somebody is of money or comes from money
Okay,
and they're very wealthy before getting into them.
then you aren't doing your due diligence to look for a partner.
And I get that you feel that way, but I also feel that if somebody is a millionaire or billionaire
Yeah.
and they're marrying somebody who comes from nothing,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with protection.
I think the
Thankfully, I don't have money.
message.
I don't have to worry about it. So we're good. I don't believe in prenups. I don't want a prenup.
Joe, you have to disagree with this because if you really understand, if we're on the same page of what marriage actually means for two people,
Yes.
then the message you are sending with a prenup is against what we think marriage should be.
I don't believe in prenups. I don't want a prenup. There's nothing about prenups that I think is attractive or good.
Only
But-
because you're broke, but I feel like if you were rich,
I would 100%
you'd have a
get
different. See,
Not because I don't believe in my partner or what we're building. When you get in your car, you believe that you're going to get into a car accident.
Oh.
Why do you have car insurance?
that's such a dumb analogy.
Why?
That's such a dumb analogy.
Why?
I hate that analogy
Tell
so
me more.
much.
Tell me more. Are you
Car
planning-
insurance is not the same as a prenuptial agreement
Okay.
because marriage
Mhm.
is much different than getting in my car.
They both have your life on the line. Every time you get behind the wheel, don't text and drive, by the way. Every time you get behind the wheel, your life is on the line. Same with a marriage. Your life is on the line.
Interesting. So if we really want to take this further,
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Go ahead. Prove me wrong.
why don't you believe in other religions?
Because mine's the right one.
No, this is serious.
Oh, dang it. You're
we
being
want
serious.
to talk about this analogy. If you really want to get to a higher place
Mhm.
afterlife, right? Wouldn't you just for insurance
Believe in the other one.
believe in the other ones?
Fortunately,
Yeah.
I would actually agree with you.
That's crazy.
I would actually agree with you.
It's
The
crazy.
downside is,
See,
hold on.
what is this insurance?
Hold on. The
The-
downside is, let me finish,
Mm.
that my religion, one of the requirements is you don't believe in another religion.
Yeah.
So the insurance policy voids the main one I got my money in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No. the insurance. No, but I'll be honest. If I wasn't required to have car insurance, trust me, I wouldn't be paying for the damn car insurance.
It's a bad idea. That's
Okay,
not smart.
I'm not buying car insurance because I want
That's
to.
not smart.
No, because I have faith. Just like I have faith in my marriage, I won't need prenuptial. If I wasn't required to have car insurance, do you buy travel insurance?
Some people do.
Why
The
don't,
wealthy
why don't
people-
you?
the
Why don't
we-
you?
oh, you proved my point. The wealthy people do buy it.
You know what's crazy? Travel insurance is like $50 to $200. We're talking about wealthy people.
Wealthy people buy it because they can afford. They're like, oh, $200 in case something happens.
No,
I'm
you could do
covered.
it, or you could do Apple Care, or you could do any of these insurance things. But you
never
don't do
bought
it.
Apple Care?
No, hell no.
Listen, to get back on topic, I'm telling you, I don't believe in prenups. I think that they're
Unless you're
overall
rich.
very bad. No, but
That's what you're based
no,
on.
I'm saying-
Bottom line, hey guys, bottom line. George says he believes it. He doesn't believe in prenups unless you have a lot of money. Then it makes sense.
Before you think about getting into a fight and texting me, girlfriend, I know that you are. Stop, and understand that we're doing this for the podcast.
No, okay, I understand that George, if he makes money, you have to get the sign in.
Question number 2.
Okay, question number two.
Look at it.
Okay, what's question number 2?
I think this is a strange question to ask. I think people don't ask it.
Why don't you shower?
Huh? Not convenient. No. So, what's your medical history?
Ugh.
I don't know how I felt about that.
Is that because you're worried that if you have kids, those medical things might pass down?
So, in the low, I don't think so.
Or is it like,
the reason why is because like I think there's some major things that people do hide, and his whole thing in the book is that if you don't ask directly, you can't assume.
STDs?
Yes, 100%.
That's
That's
crazy.
essentially what he was referring to. Is like you have some kind of like medical background. I mean, I shared medical with people.
What medical history?
Huh? I think there's a mutation gene.
Oh, that's a good save.
Yeah. No, that's just, literally.
Yeah.
There's a mutation gene in my.
But just because you look like that doesn't mean you have a mutation, George.
my
That's just-
mutation is
that's
I look
just-
sexy.
That's just regular genes, dude. It's just
I'm
DNA.
wearing sweatpants. It's not jeans. But would you like have? Do you think it's a good idea to ask your partner who you're about to get engaged to about their medical history?
It's for the SEDs part. I find it weird because before I even think about like that should be something in the beginning, right away.
Well,
You got SEDs, bro?
listen. I think you're holding relationships to like the standards of like us,
Like-
as healthy people, as human beings who go through it. Like,
Wait, what standard should I not be holding?
I think a lot of people. No,
You saying my standard's too high?
I'm saying don't apply your standards to other people. So like other people who are watching this, who have seen, who like go through it, right? They believe that something should be private. That they shouldn't have to just
No, in between two people.
yes, who are getting
Yeah,
married.
I'm not saying throw it out in the world, but
no, but between the two people who are getting married, they're
Yeah.
like, well, that's
yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to tell my partner. Right? That's for example.
Wait. You're saying that people in the actual relationship,
Yeah.
medical history is actually private to them.
Separate from the relationship.
Separate from the
I think there are
relationship.
people out there who are like that. Yeah,
That's insane.
you don't believe that that's true?
No, I don't. I don't think that's true at all.
I think there are some people out there for sure who believe.
I think those
if
people.
you're one of those people, tell us why. I would want to know why.
But here, I would think someone who's trying to hide their medical history is only because that they're embarrassed from it. It's because they think it's going to lead to a negative. Like they're going to break up with me, or they're going to think of me differently.
What if someone just bone degenerative disease?
Oh, we know.
Dude, I have great jaw structure.
I want
okay?
to talk about you.
Uh,
I'm just saying, if someone has a bone degenerative, you're gonna know.
it doesn't show
there's
that.
there's something different about
You're a
you.
little tough, girl.
I want to keep it to myself.
But you're in the boat of like medical history should be disclosed before getting engaged,
Yeah, 100%.
or at least a conversation should be.
I think a medical history. Now STDs should be something way in the beginning. Now, if you're talking about getting engaged, medical history, in terms of things that you could pass on your children, I don't think it's important
Ooh,
because, yeah, I mean it's your children, and I don't know. I just feel like if you tell me you have
I don't
something
give a
that
shit. I don't give a shit about them.
if you,
Not a problem.
I mean, no, but it wouldn't stop me from having children. It depends on what the disease is. If it's something in your family that's like very, it's gonna hurt the child, then maybe.
I'll give you a hypothetical, and then we'll move on from this question. The hypothetical is someone early on in their life had cancer. They got treatment. They cured. Another thing they like to talk about. It's not experiencing. They
Okay.
just pass it. It's behind. Not part of their future. Does that person disclose to you before getting engaged?
I think that's something that's not required for me.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, we're gonna talk a lot.
Same.
And so it's not like I need that information. But like if we're gonna dive into each other's lives and stuff like that, I want you to be vulnerable enough to tell me those things.
I'm with you. Again, I'm in the
But it's
boat.
not required. Like this is not a question that's I need to be answered for me to get engaged to you.
I'm in the boat of closing every
Everything.
every detail,
You've told your girl everything.
every.
All right. What about?
Go ahead. Go ahead. She knows.
Can I bleep this? I might have to bleep this.
Go ahead.
That time
I
at you
told her.
bye. You told her.
I told her.
Dude,
She
yeah,
knows
okay.
everything, and now
You're the
because
best.
we know-
You're actually the
because
best.
we know she's watching.
She's so
Now she's
patient.
Now I want whenever
Okay,
date this comes out,
we'll
you
bleep
guys
all-
know I'm in a fight. Know that.
We'll bleep all this out. Don't worry about it. Or just cut it
It's
out.
gonna make a cut. It's gonna make a cut, and someone's gonna leave another comment saying, "You guys said you were gonna cut this," and somehow it still stays in.
Okay, what's the next question?
This one I think is a really good question to have because a lot of people talk about children.
Yeah.
And whether or not they want to have children. I think that's a very good question, definitely before. But the other question is, what happens when one of you guys want to go down the IVF? If that's a thing.
That's
Do you
an
guys
important
not-
question.
Yeah. Do you guys not want to go down that path? Are you open to adoption? Are you another thing that you're willing to do?
Yeah.
How many do you want to have?
Wait, do you think the quantity of children, if it's different, they can't agree to a number?
Yeah,
Is that a deal breaker?
I think for some people want to have a very large family, and other people don't want to have a large family. And that's
When you say
okay.
large, how many is large?
Football team.
It's quantity.
I want to be able to play 11 versus 11, dog. One of them got to make it to the NFL. One of them gonna make it to the NFL.
It's just like a numbers game.
Huh?
The
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why you want a lot is because
Purely numbers. I want one of them to make it.
yeah, that's what.
Take care of the deadbeats. Take care of me. Take care of everybody. I don't actually want children to for all of you.
Anyways,
But it's a purely numbers game. I just want to be able to have a kid that can retire.
interesting. So earlier you were using a tone that I thought was a bit. Then you got serious there and it was like, yeah, actually, it's a number.
Yeah, that's because I got thrown off by the microphone falling down.
That leads me to believe that you actually do want to play a numbers game.
Serious.
Anyways, question
serious.
4, because you just want a bunch of
I do.
children to get famous and get rich, so then you don't have to do anything. Cool.
Exactly. This one. So the book has a very religious tone, very specifically Christianity. If you're not into maybe skip over the religious questions. Skip over the Christian ones if religion isn't a part of you.
Wait, when you say it's Christian undertone, do they ask spiritual questions or specifically Christian?
So this guy references biblical.
Okay.
things. So Christianity. Got
it.
I do think you should have a conversation with your partner on what your faith is going to be. Do you guys agree on the same faith? Do you want to grow up in the same faith? Blows my mind that people don't have that conversation.
Yeah.
That was the number one conversation.
Yeah.
I'm also losing track and saying a lot.
Don't worry.
Revamping.
Hey, but this is the learning curve that we have to go
You
through.
want to put a bet
What?
of over or under 20?
You're over for sure.
All right, we're not playing.
Well,
that
you're
game.
you're like 12 right now. Wait for the edit to come out.
Nice. Really?
I haven't caught all of them. I let some of them pass.
I know.
because I can't stop you every
I've
single
caught
time.
myself and just kept going with it because I didn't want to get thrown off. All right, next question is
Like,
next. I was gonna say that.
I don't know.
I literally questioned myself.
No, dude, you're going crazy.
I was like, oh no.
You're going crazy over
Alright.
it.
The next question is Ephesians 5:20, the biblical reference.
Okay.
What do you believe in the end? Husbands, love your wife. Christ loves the church.
What's so
Women-
funny about that?
And the women
What's so funny about that?
and the women submit to your husbands.
Oh.
And that part,
Why are you laughing so much?
because this is the part. Why did I pick this topic?
You're the one who picked it. Trust me, just wait till this podcast comes out. Your text messages are gonna blow up.
Why do I have a feeling you're just gonna like move this to the front of the line of editing?
Dude, honestly, I might. I can release this next week.
I'm so done. But like, to have a conversation, if you are of a religious background,
Yeah.
I think that's an important conversation to have as to what that looks like, what your roles are in the marriage. I
Hmm.
think it's a very important conversation. Yeah. I won't share my thoughts.
Why don't you want to share your thoughts? Why don't you want to share your? I think that's the beauty of it. What's scared of who?
Everybody behind the camera. I'm so scared. I have no idea.
You know what's great? The fact that you won't say anything automatically tells the audience where
I
you
have the most
stand.
liberal views,
Yeah, dude, liberal.
and I'm scared to offend my conservative base.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry,
Hmm.
I couldn't. Here's another one that
If you want to hear George's actual deep explanation and his thoughts, send it to our Patreon.
I was
at
gonna say, I'm
patreon.com.
only sharing. That's a Patreon episode. No way to share that any other time. Oh, right.
Get it together, George.
We're good.
All right, we're good.
Do you believe in premarital
Do
and
you?
postmarital?
I believe in counseling in general. It doesn't have to be pre, post, during, whatever.
Well, like some people believe. No, that one's. But some people believe that you need to have, like for us in the Coptic Orthodox
Yeah.
faith and in my church, it's a requirement that you
Yeah.
have premarital counseling. Do you believe in like premarital counseling before getting married?
Believe as in, does it help or does it not help? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. Do you believe it helps?
I think it helps.
What do you think it helps with?
Introducing counseling with a professional for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then professional goes two ways. One, someone who actually is profession counseling category
World.
who,
Yeah.
who does that.
Okay.
But then abuna or priests are professionals in the spiritual and how you can grow spiritually for your marriage.
Agreed.
And so counseling in either of those, I think helps regardless if it's pre, post, or during.
Here's something that I think is different about me. That I believe in post marriage counseling, where once a month, every couple months, you go to
Yeah.
counseling, because just as you go to a priest for spiritual, it's just as you go to a personal trainer for physical like guidance.
Yeah.
I think that you should go to a professional or marriage and just regular check in. Like, are we practicing strong habits? Those kind of behaviors. I'm a very big believer.
Yeah. No, I agree. Especially for you.
Whoa, I'm good, baby. Last one.
How long have you been doing therapy? Yeah.
5 years?
Quick tangent. 5 years.
6 years.
And look where you are right now.
Here's a better question, or a better point. Look where I was. If this is me now,
I'm just kidding.
imagine back then.
No, you've done great, man.
But the last one that I want to talk about with you is: do you believe that
In
the
miracles. You sexy thing.
That's the thing,
Dude, every
dude.
time you said, "Do you believe?" That's all that popped
Do
in my
you
head.
believe in
Oh,
love?
that's a good.
That was pretty good.
That's a good one
That
too.
was pretty good. I think I hit. I'm American Idol. Here I come.
Yeah, I'll put autotune in it. Don't worry about it.
I'd be so lit if you could.
What do I believe in?
Do you believe that everything that happens to you, or do you believe that every experience that you have should be shared with your partner, or should some things stay private? For example, you confide in me going through a
Like-
hard time, blah blah. All I go to
Bronchosaurus.
hey, here's what Justin is going through. Like, don't tell anybody. It stays between me and you.
You're saying private as in I shouldn't be telling, like, not private between my relationship. I shouldn't be telling other people about certain things about my relationship. That type of privacy.
Yes.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting because it's the trust that you have with your partner,
Right.
but also the trust I have with my close friends. Now, there's certain things that I think is fine with sharing with my best friends, with you.
He told me that.
But George, but Monica won't want me to share that
Right.
at all, even though I don't think it's a big deal. And so I respect her
I don't
wishes.
relate.
I respect her wishes, which is fine. So it's just a conversation that you need to have with your partner.
Yep.
But I connect with people by sharing experiences.
I agree.
And so sometimes I get in trouble by sharing stories or situations or maybe asking for advice that maybe I shouldn't be sharing that. But I think, yeah, it's different for people. But for me, I just have to, whatever Monica doesn't want me to say, I'm fine with saying it to her.
Okay. But you do believe that, just out of respect for her, that whatever thing that she wants to keep private within the relationship, you keep private.
Yeah,
within the
yeah.
relationship.
Well, who wouldn't?
Huh? Not me.
What do you mean?
I meant the reverse, though.
What do you?
So someone confides in you, tells you, hey, here's what I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. Because Monica is the person that you love, because she's your wife, do you believe that you can share what that person shared with you with her? Even though they want to keep it private.
Oh, that's a whole different scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Sorry.
still share it with her?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It depends on who you are.
That's crazy.
It depends on who you are, but even then, like if it's Bashoy, and he's like, "Hey, don't," I'll like question it, but I'd be like, "I'm sharing it with my partner."
I ain't sharing.
Well, obviously, I'm way closer to Monica than you are with your girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
next text.
We get to
Next text.
answer that text message. Answer.
Good news, guys. But yeah, that was. I think the book's really cool. I think that if you're thinking about getting engaged, I think that if you want to maybe explore or think about questions that maybe you haven't had with your partner before, it's a really good book to just kind of break the ice. One point that he makes in the book that I'll make right now: don't ever assume, unless you've asked it directly,
Yeah.
you don't know, and you should have that conversation. Even if
That's
it's
a
uncomfortable,
very fair point.
even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's like what you think is presumed, still talk, still like I do every time I do that.
It'd be funny. Don't worry.
We'll see if they laugh.
I will.
There you go. But have that conversation and make sure you hear it. Make sure you're on the same. Make sure that you're committing the rest of your life. That you're both going into it with the best. Trying to plan as.
Yeah.
Good book.
Well,
Recommend it.
101 questions.
Huh?
Though 101 questions though.
Yeah, some of them were like, nah.
101.
Some of them were like, what's your goal? So like, I get divorced. Like, that's my goal.
Hey, not bad.
Good goal to have.
Well, that's a great topic, George, and I think you explained it very well. To be honest,
Hey, I appreciate that. We don't get many compliments.
I
here
think
on the podcast.
there were certain points that were very good to. And
I was trying to balance fun.
yeah. It was good. It was good. Well,
You know?
my topic is audio equipment, And we've been doing this for
We have the best equipment.
we've been doing this for what do you say?
No, actually,
7, 8
no.
months?
Actually, no. I'm wondering to see if you know.
7, 8 months? I don't know.
We started April
Whoa,
2023.
Oh no. But we kind of like we did one way back when,
That was the first one. It was April of 2023.
but consistently doing it April 2023.
Yeah.
And I was diving deep in this topic. Yeah, I was just watching a bunch of YouTube videos.
Mhm.
Realized doing a lot of things wrong.
8 months in, we're realizing this.
8 months. So I'm going to talk about just audio equipment, and for anyone who wants to start a podcast or just anything you want to record, I've learned a couple of things about audio.
Welcome to the idiots, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
What have we learned?
So first,
What have you learned?
yeah, I'm gonna go through types of mics, and I'm gonna explain what type of mic we have in front of us. Okay, so the first mic I found is called a shotgun mic.
Okay, it's like a shotgun wedding.
I don't think so.
It's the mic you have to buy if you're broke.
No, so a shotgun mic, they call it a shotgun mic
Okay.
because the microphone actually looks like the barrel of a shotgun. So it's very thin and
okay.
like, not double,
Oh, okay.
just one long thin. I don't know. Yeah, if they say shotgun, I would imagine double barrel, but
Okay.
nope, just one barrel, more like a rifle microphone. But anyways,
Wrong names.
commonly, what a shotgun mic is a boom mic.
Oh, I've heard of boom mics.
You've heard of boom mics because a lot of movies, productions use boom mics. Now, a shotgun mic, the way it records audio is at the angle, it goes directly where it's pointed at. It's like a barrel. It's like you're shooting audio.
Oh, we're gonna get
It's like
canceled. We can't do that.
oh, no
YouTube,
guns, no
YouTube,
guns.
YouTube.
Hey, my bad. No guns,
YouTube.
no guns. But so boom mics, they usually have these filters on it,
We got?
and some guy boom operator has to hold it at the angle of where the person's talking.
Okay.
Right? That guy has to hold it at an angle, and his job is literally when someone's done talking, I
Sure.
gotta switch it to whoever
So they're working out. They're strong.
they're working
Okay.
angles, right? So there's boom mic, there's the dynamic mic, which I think what we have in front of us.
That's dynamic. That's a good thing. That sounds good. It sounds fancy.
And here's how a dynamic mic works. So they said think about it as how a speaker generates noise. Now it goes like outwards.
Yep.
The reverse of that. So if the shotgun's very direct, and it's like, oh, at this angle,
Yeah.
that's the only audio I'm recording.
Yeah.
The dynamic mic is more of like a environment,
I'm just taking it all in.
taking it all in, front facing.
Okay.
It's like a reverse speaker is what
Okay,
they say.
easy. It
Easy.
just sucks it all in.
Ooh, you said suck really weird, but it's okay.
It's just taking in the audio.
Okay, there's a
Dynamic.
There's a condenser mic. This
Condensed milk. Okay.
is doing it too much.
All right.
Reel it back a little
Reeling
bit.
it back.
Condenser mic is more of an expensive dynamic mic, basically.
Did that with the.
Yeah, there's certain they're expensive.
Okay.
They're more sensitive, so the audio quality is like better. But if you like, ooh, I said
Got it. Got one.
But if you scream, you could potentially damage that mic.
Oh.
But the dynamic ones,
So we can't get that much.
No, we can.
Loud.
No, we can't.
Okay,
We
all
can. We'll be fine. Right, and that's condenser mic. Now, there's different types of dynamic microphones. There's a large diaphragm. Why'd you look at me like that?
Yo, he's the one talking, not me. I'm reeling it back. I ain't gonna say nothing.
When I said diaphragm, where did your mind go?
Butthole.
That's the problem.
Which is not even the right part of the body.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. But okay. Your large diaphragm. The diaphragm. See. That was such a bad joke.
Yeah.
Large diaphragm is for people who, when you record, it picks up the heavier bass. So if you have a lower voice, you would go for a larger diaphragm type of microphone.
I would.
Now, a smaller diaphragm microphone will pick up higher frequency. So if you're
Would
maybe
stingers for one over the other, or is it?
it depends on your voice.
Okay.
If you're female and you have a higher frequency,
Why are you saying
I
that
can't say female?
Why are females the ones
What's
with
the
high
correct term?
frequencies?
Am I not politically correct with female?
Yeah, I need you to like pay attention to everybody.
Okay. Well, man.
People of high pitches.
Oh.
Come on now.
PWHP. Forgot about that
You were so
one.
quick with it. I was like, literally trying to do them. I was like, is that the actual acronym?
But yeah, the singers they have to literally test out all these different type of mics, see which one works best with their voice. And there's all these different aspects to all these different mics. But here's where we're gonna talk about what type of mic we have, because what I learned is mics have different polar patterns.
Stuff.
It's the cold. It's the.
I was like,
that's a
polar.
bad joke.
That's okay.
Hey, edit it out. No, I'm funnier than that. Edit it out. Polar patterns is what I was describing in the previous mics.
Okay.
Is how it picks up audio. Okay, so omnidirectional picks up.
I'm just expecting this to be a transfer like Optimus Prime. I'm trying not to do too much.
If you see a mic that has omnidirectional polar pattern,
Okay.
it records from everywhere,
Okay. We
all
don't want
around.
that. Bad.
There's certain mics that you might, if you put it in front, like in the middle of a table, and it's a round table,
Okay.
maybe. There's bidirectional, so just forward and backward on the sides. There's cardioid, which is this microphone. Let's
That's
pause.
The best of the best.
Let's pause right here. Let's talk about what a cardioid polar pattern
My
is.
cardio is
Sort of a cardioid pattern is only the front of the mic. Okay, so the front of the mic, the pattern is basically a heart. So if this is the front of the mic facing me, it's going like this.
Oh boy.
So it doesn't pick up from anything in the back, and it probably doesn't pick up much from the top.
So what you're saying is, had we been using these microphones the right way, they would have been of high quality.
It wouldn't have been that bad, George.
All of you who stuck around and have watched the older podcasts, we thank you
Yeah, thank you so much, because
so much.
what I learned today is, because we haven't touched the positions of these microphones,
Yeah.
they've been backwards the whole time, George. Not only backwards, they pointed, like, we're speaking on top of it.
It's been upside down.
So, yeah, we just haven't been recording very well. And we've been upping the levels, and that's why we peak a lot in our previous episodes. Where in reality, if you just point it the right
Turn it
direction,
around.
you don't have to put the levels up that high. It'll pick it up.
These microphones so bad.
I know. It was like, dang, we
I don't
gotta
understand.
shell out $500 for a microphone.
Only took 9 months to figure this out.
But okay, the microphones that you normally see, I think are kind of shotgun mics. The way it's positioned, the
Is
way it looks
what?
like, it's longer, and it's not as long as what a traditional shotgun mic is. But I'm pretty sure the polar pattern is just directly where you speak into it.
My thing is, we played with everything. We did everything. We tried moving the mics further. We put them closer.
Yeah,
You changed levels on
we changed cables.
We changed cables. We did everything but check to see if the microphone was facing the right way for 9 months.
That's so sad. That's
Well,
so sad.
we're becoming experts.
Hey,
We're becoming experts, guys.
that's the beauty of it, is that we were so idiot. We were so idiot that it's just lovely to see that we can become experts now.
Rome wasn't built in it.
Yeah, and we're gonna take a couple years.
Rome
So,
was built over hundreds of years, and this podcast might do the same.
but okay, back to the patterns.
Okay.
So after cardioid, there's low bar, which is what a shotgun mic is, directly straight ahead.
Like a low bar.
Yeah. So after those directions, now this is another part we're gonna have to do and change, is soundproofing the room. This is also why our audio is
Get so
pretty
bouncy?
trash. Yes. So what I learned, there's two different things you could do. There's absorption and there's diffusing.
And absorb.
Sounded weird.
I take it back.
I'm gonna diffuse. I'm gonna diffuse
cut that out.
one.
Cut that out.
You absorb, huh?
Oh no.
Okay, so absorption is like foam.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
You see a lot of
people use
that.
it.
But a lot of the things I'm gonna explain both. But a lot of the panels you do see of the black foam panels,
Yeah,
why they're edged, why they're different. They're not just thick foam.
is to cut the sound waves.
It's also to diffuse. So the foam absorbs the sound,
Yes.
and if anything bounces off, it's changing the direction of the sound.
Okay.
Right? So
Add on some audio.
so we're gonna talk about. I watched this video of someone who's like, if you have money, you don't have money, oh, like us,
We don't have money.
we don't have money. This is how you sound absorb.
So I just keep my hand there the entire.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And so he said one thing you could do is if you grab a duvet,
If the duvet.
the thing at the back of your throat.
I'm not grabbing my duvet because I know that's not what a duvet is.
No, it's French. It's French for rug.
Oh, duvet.
I wonder which one of these you believe in. Duvet is a cover for your bed. It's like a very thick cover,
Okay.
right? Because it's thick. He said to put it on your walls. You can hang it amongst your walls, so then when the sound hits
So
the duvet just absorbs it.
our background's already tough as it is. Dog. We can't.
But or they say furniture. So if you have sofas, you have this desk, if anything, it'll just block the sound from hitting the wall.
Okay.
There's the sound panels in the foam. They also said clothes. The great. You're really
We're always wearing clothes on this podcast. Let's be
no,
honest.
but here's why a lot of people who are like recording artists, like at home recording
Yeah,
artists, they record in their closet.
Oh yeah, because you can't. Like, it's so.
It's small,
Small.
but they actually say if you're in a small room, sound bounces off way more. But because in a closet, you're surrounded by clothes, and you
Oh, that absorbs the sound.
all the clothes just absorb. It doesn't bounce off any walls,
Okay.
right?
I can move this setup into the closet.
we can
The
go.
closet's honestly big enough. We could do this live from my closet. Like,
It's not bad, but the whole point is we need to do stuff that are gonna absorb the sound, so it's not so echoey. It'll be more clear.
I'll buy some panels.
Well, at the end, I'm going to tell you what I
Okay.
think we're going to do. Right. So now there's diffusers. And here's what I think we're going to do. Not here, but probably when I move, we set up new space in my place. Is there's a reason why when you see podcast, professional podcast, there's a lot of stuff on the walls.
Yeah.
There's a scenery. There's a bunch of stuff. Because
Just as
if
we
you
have
just
here,
have
guys.
a boxy room like this, sound just bounces off always
off the walls,
and it
literally.
echoes. But if I have shelves and I have knickknacks on the shelves and I have
Yeah, you're right.
posters and I have a bunch of all these other things, it's not just going to be a bunch of bouncing. It might bounce off to one of our sound absorbers. So they say shelves, picture frames, and again panels that are shaped.
Add all the books.
Yeah. Honestly, when I move into my new place,
Which I hope is soon.
it's gonna be a couple months. But I'm gonna have 2 corners of my room, and I'm gonna put up shelves, and you can put up shelves
Stuff,
of
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
So if you want to do books, that'd be sick too. Of all the books that you read,
that'd be cool.
but
It's probably gonna be a duck.
yeah, I figured. So absorption and diffusers, big thing we need to do. Then I just looked up tips that people were giving and things that I think we're probably gonna do to improve your sound quality if you're doing a podcast or you're recording. 1, mic placement. So make sure the mic is
No hands. I haven't touched it. He set this up for me. want
is
all the-
placed
all him.
correctly.
If I sound bad, it's all him. He set this up, and I haven't touched it. I'm on camera. No movement.
Yeah. But you'd be surprised actually how better your quality is if you're this close to the mic versus this close. Because I don't know if you remember our earlier podcast episodes where the mic was couple inches away from us.
Yeah, I'm watching them as they come out.
And our quality is like, especially when you're.
It's me.
No, it's both of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes earlier episodes when we look at each other like this and we're talking like this instead of talking into the mic.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And there's certain moments in our early episodes where we're done talking to each other, and then we go like this, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really amazing. And then we go back to talking to each other. So making sure the mic is like placed right in front of your mouth.
So as I'm watching, I'm watching it for the first time, just like sorry. I've caught it so many times where, what did I just say? Like I put my mouth like away and I'm like looking at you speaking. I'm like, was that? It sounded good. It sounded like I said something that's actually insightful.
Or we're laughing.
Or we're laughing.
And I'm like, I wish I was another joke. Yeah. It's us, but I wish I could understand the joke.
Laugh along, guys. Laugh along.
Just here for the vibes.
Having a good time.
Here for the vibes. All right. So another thing would be to turn off any noise that's in your room. So they say turn off computers, turn off your AC, make sure not a lot of fan or electrical noise. I'm gonna figure out when we move to my place.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to have a place that doesn't have any electrical things on, or another side of the bed. This one, I think this is what we're gonna do about sound absorption. So I looked up cheap sound panels that are foam.
They're not that expensive.
They're not expensive, but
stop doing that.
We need to figure out a way where it would be efficient to put and not just put it on the walls. Okay?
Okay, because I had an idea.
What's your idea?
Because like we have foam panels right next to here. Cameras and above. But at the very least.
That's the problem. It's the only way it bounces.
Well, get a wall. I'll get a wall.
No, okay. This is my idea.
Okay.
So this is you laugh about get a wall.
I'll get a wall.
No, here's what I wanted. So I don't know if I'm gonna cut it in half or anything, but I'll buy some wood at Home Depot.
Okay.
Right, and then you can build legs on it, so then the wall can just stand on itself. And then we'll glue the sound panels onto that.
There's a efficient version of that is foldable, but it doesn't take as much.
And how much is that?
I think it's like, I would buy that.
If you could find, you need to link me that.
All right,
because I was looking up walls that are foldable.
Yeah.
And they're like $500, $600, and I was like, oh,
guys, please know there is a wall there.
Yeah, so I definitely want to do that and place the sound panels behind where we're talking.
Agreed. Okay.
And the quality is going to change like dramatically.
Think so? That big of a difference?
Because if we're talking this way,
okay,
and it just absorbs it, there's not much to bounce off. Like these
off other walls. Okay, I'll literally find a wall.
Build the wall. It's a new wall. I knew it, George.
This is not how it's supposed to go. I fell for the trap. I'm exposed. He knows. They all know now.
That's so funny. You were excited to say, I'll find the wall.
I'll find the wall. I'm going to build the wall here and stop the sound from coming through. All the sound that keeps coming through, we're stopping it here.
Oh, the sound that doesn't belong. Illegal noise.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Okay, last tip is something that I think we might do. I don't like wearing headphones, but a lot of professional podcasts do. I'm gonna figure out a way where we can split headphones and maybe listen to ourselves. Maybe try it out to see if it is comfortable to wear headphones, because I don't like wearing headphones.
Me either.
So we're gonna have to figure that out. But at least you'll know if
How
you'll sound.
One thing that I would like is that the headphones would cover up some of this going on every time. I swear, every time I look at the podcast, I'm like, what's happening to this guy? Like, what's...
But yeah, that's my entire honestly, the major thing was mic. Make sure the mic was facing towards us.
Mic setup.
But I think there's a lot of soundproofing that we need to do to improve our quality.
I think we can get there. We covered a lot of topics today. We covered the "Don't Live Under a Rock" segment. We did the 101 questions
Don't live under a rock.
where I told you about all the news that's happening in the world. Educated you.
Is that what you're naming it? Don't live under a rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I said
We'll work on it. We'll workshop
rapid
it.
news in case you're living under a rock.
We'll workshop the name.
We'll work it. We'll work it.
Yeah.
If you got a suggestion, leave it down below so I can ignore it. No, but actually, I need help, please. We covered the 101 questions. We learned
10
that
of
for
them.
9 months we didn't know how to use a microphone.
That's so sad.
Hope you guys learn from our mistakes and learn something today. If not, I hope you laughed. If not, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe because we need all the support that we can get.
And if not, just keep saying if not.
If not,
And we'll see you next week.
we'll catch you on the next one.